It really sucks when you have hit a wall with your income and you're stuck at the same level regardless of what you try. It doesn't matter if you put 5 different offers out there, money doesn't seem to be increasing and you're more and more feeling the stuckness, frustrated, and without knowing what to do. It was taking me a lot to figure out why, although I had a business for over 10 years, we did fine, but money was always almost at the same level. We are good at what we do, but we used to find it very hard to receive. We were always seemingly breaking even. And even when we used to get more money, well, bills pop up. And that was just enough to get us by. Those times are over. Only after this session alone, I've never thought that I hold into so much shit that got me stuck at the same level of income. I knew I had a good thing going on with my business, but one sale here and there just didn't work for me. It has been the best decision to get into this program. Alejandra is the best person to have in your corner when it comes to money. These are real DMs that I have received since last year when I first launched Income Accelerator. If you have been facing that wall and feeling stuck in your income, listen up because this opportunity is for you. I'm opening a limited one-on-one spaces for you if your mission is to boost through that income wall and double or triple your income in the next 90 days. Income Accelerator is the premium income mastery program where our only mission is to get you to increase your income in ways that you cannot even imagine. So natural, so easy, so effortlessly. You can learn more about it at themoneymindset.hub.com/income. That is themoneymindset.hub.com/income. And hurry up because spaces are limited. Hello and welcome to Dear Lag, Let's Break Up, the podcast where we make money mindset work extra simple so that you, as a female entrepreneur, can easily increase your income, better your relationship with money, and grow your business. Because together we are saying, Dear Lag, let's break up. What if that your launch was zero this time after the first time or second time that you launch it and you have some sales was the best thing that could have ever happened to you? Let's talk about it in today's episode. I can feel your pain. It is painful, frustrated, stressful. You feel worthless. You feel that I don't know what to do. I don't know where I went wrong. I hired launch coach. I perfected my messaging. I did everything so that this launch could surpass last launch. And instead, what I got was crickets. I can feel you on that pain. It's incredibly frustrated to be putting the effort to make your business work, to make more money than you did before because you want to create money to support your lifestyle, to support your family, to pay the bills, because you want this shit to work. And when I say to work, what you really mean you want this to work is to be having that consistent income coming in without worrying. But instead, what you got were crickets. But why is that the best or one of the best things that could have ever happened for your business? Listen, I know that you may want to turn off this episode and say, oh, this is a bunch of bullshit. I don't know what it went wrong. How can this be good for my business? And all these narratives. I get it, But hear me out and listen through this episode, because I can assure you it is one of the best things that you could experience, so that you level up and really clean whatever is it that you need to clean, and turn on that car and start just going for it without stopping. Now, this also applies. This, what I'm going to talk about today, also applies if your launch had sales but didn't really got into the outcome that you wanted to. If you made more sales before and this one was less, if you did sales before and this one was crickets, if it just didn't achieve the income goal that you have, you will want to listen to this episode. And I get from head to toe the feeling of frustration, feeling worthless, and feeling like, what the hell am I doing wrong? I get it. So I'm going to speak from that perspective. Now, there is a beautiful thing that you have been born with that dictates 95% of the things that you do with money. Do in practicality, do in ideals, thoughts, and behaviors, which is your brain. Now, let's talk this example of the person that inspired this episode. Let's say that your first launch, you went all for it. I know I can do this. You did your offer, created perfect, you launch, and then 3 people signed up, surpassing your expectations. Like, wow, I thought nobody will sign up. I thought only 1 person will sign up, and then 3 people signed up. And then you went through your program or your offer, or you did your speaking gig, whatever it is that you're doing. You finish, you get all the things ready, and you try to launch again. Now, this launch, or these open doors, closed doors, kind of marketing happen, and this time you are thinking, what if I cannot get 3? Like, is this really good? What if I can not do what I did last time? And you put all of your effort out there, and for 3 weeks you go all in, and then only 2 people sign up, and you were feeling like, okay, that's okay, I had people signing up, so that's fine. Then you go with your program, your coaching business, or your speaking gig, or whatever it is. You finish that, and then you collect all of that, now with testimonials, now with everything that you think you need on the marketing side, and you start opening doors again, you start launching, and this time you go all in, plus a free masterclass, and for some reason it didn't work. For some reason it was all crickets. Now, mind you that I'm describing that you have done the steps that you need to do marketing wise, messenger wise. Mind you that I'm making that very clear. Now, what is it that it didn't work? What happened there? Let's talk about your brain. Let's talk about that part that is driving that result. When you started your launch, you did not have expectations. Everything was going to surpass because you were safe at not making any sale. So when the sales happened, you got excited and you were like, oh, this is something good. I wasn't expecting it, but I'm safe and not doing anything. So whatever it comes, it comes. Now, the second launch, the pressure was a little bit on with money. Can I really say that I'm having money from my business? Can I really beat imposter syndrome with my next launch? And what happens that you had some sales. But now the first signal of is it is not safe to put myself out there because I'm gonna be disappointed with my income goals. I already went there to your brain. Adding to all of your money story, adding like a thick layer to that part of your brain that is fighting so hard to feel safe while you have a business, to feel safe having money, making money, talking about money while you have a business. And now what happened the third time? Well, the third time, you were already with that thick layer in your brain. You were already thinking, it is not, absolutely not safe for me to go there. But I'm going to do it because this is what I'm going to do. It's like you're trying to start up your car without gas. An even better example is like you're trying to start up your car after 24 hours of letting the battery, the lights on, so your battery drain, because that's where you are. You are with your lights on. You are putting yourself out there. You're making, like you got your car functioning, but in reality, the car is not on. So you are functioning with the battery that is there, draining the battery and not charging it because your mind is not there with you. So I want you to think, I'm just making this example up as I'm talking, but I want you to think that you are a car, that just like a car, when you turn on your lights and the car is turned off, the battery is gonna drain. The only way that the battery has to be recharging at the same time that you have your lights on, it's if the car is on. And I'm talking here about gas cars. I'm not talking about electrical cars, okay? But the only way that it has it is if you're if the car is on. So if you're on, and in this case the motor, like whatever is the piece that you turn on when you turn on the car, it's the motor, it's on, that part, your motor, is your brain. So imagine that you are turning on the lights when you do your marketing, when you show up out there, and when you do all these things, beautiful things. What's happening is that you're draining your battery because your brain is not on, is not on board. Your brain is like, I'm gonna shut down because this is not safe. I'm like, if you don't intentionally turn it on, it's not gonna turn it on. So you're gonna continue draining your battery, and by the end of your launch, just like a battery, it dies, and you need a jump start. And jump start need an external help, because you cannot jumpstart a car from their own energy, from their own battery. You need another battery to jumpstart. Now, why am I talking all about batteries? This is a perfect example. So why this flat battery, that empty battery, how this failed launch, how these crickets are going to really help you to change your business and your income and create something that works for you, is by looking at it like, I need a jump start and I'm gonna learn from this. Now, the reason why I put this example is because back at home, my mom will always forget the freaking lights on when we were not in the car. Like every single time we had, I remember so good, we had a Ford Fiesta, grade 4 Fiesta that ended up on 67. And this Ford Fiesta was an amazing car. I loved it. I had a beautiful shape. The car, yes, that's what I look in cars, shape, how it looked, right? And my mom, after a while, like I would say 7 years of having the car, my mom will always forget to turn on the lights. It's not like those cars right now that it's an automatic lights. I think they saw so many people like my mom leaving the lights on, draining the batteries, so they create a new ones. But my mom will always forget the freaking lights. So one time, I remember this like it was yesterday. One time we arrived to Cosmo Centro, which is a shopping mall in Cali, our favorite Sunday shopping mall. We went there. We were like, okay, let's take a coffee, blah, blah, blah. And we were like 4 hours just doing nothing, running around, just having fun with my mom on a Sunday. And when we came back to the car, my mom put the key on, turned it on, nothing. Oh no, battery is dead. Mom, did you leave the lights on? Oh shit, I did. And this had happened before, but it was at home. So she was not in an uncomfortable position. She would reach out to somebody and it will jumpstart, right? This time it was a Sunday in a shopping mall and it was uncomfortable as shit because they was getting full the shopping mall. People were looking for spots. They would look at us there. They would say, oh my goodness, like whatever. It was just the most uncomfortable thing that I could ever experience in a shopping mall. And my mom sensed that. So we were there for about 2 hours, like trying to get someone to help, but we didn't find anybody until like 2 hours later. She called the insurance. The insurance is not like in United States or in other places that they run and help you. Now this takes time, especially on a Sunday. And well, after 2 hours or so, the person came with a jumpstart kit and put a battery in jumpstart, and the battery was so dead that it took time for the car to jumpstart again. Since that moment on, I kid you not, my mom would check the lights off and it got on her mind like this is not happening again. Now, how this correlates to your launches, or if you are not using launch methodology for your marketing by in your coaching or speaking gigs, or really hitting the income goal that you have desired, is that after this, when you reach out for help to help jumpstart your brain so that it understands that it's safe, that you do the money mindset work, that you regulate your system to achieving those income goals. When you do all that, your brain will never allow you to forget again what needs to happen so that you crush those income goals. And I have experienced this firsthand. You guys know that I'm very transparent about my journey here. I have experienced this sometimes. Like, I mean, last year or 2 years ago, when it's so blurry to me, I think a year and a half, it was in 2021, when I started to, get traction again with my business, I was really, it was a hard time to jumpstart because I was moving from countries. I was moving from philosophy in my life. I was moving, like the way that I was approaching business was different. And it was crickets. It was crickets for so many of my offers. And I didn't want to believe that it had to do with my own self, with my own regulation, with my own money mindset until I went into really focus mode and is that this is happening. So what is it that is not allowing me to get there? And what was it is it was just myself. So I would get very curious at the way I was approaching some activities, I was feeling about some activities, how my body will react. I got more into nervous system regulation and emotional regulation with money. And later on, I took on board a year of understanding and seeing how my clients would react to certain things and what they did. I had a whole year to be focused, but before that year, it was a year and a half ago when I was experiencing my own thing. So I had to really understand what was happening so that couldn't happen again, so that my brain would understand that it was safe for us to go and hit those income goals, to go and talk about it, to understand things different, to regulate to the next level of income. So can be these crickets that you just heard with your launch, with your gigs, with everything that you wanted to do, the best thing that happened to you? I can assure you it can. And with the proper jumpstart and guidance and learning process and framework, you are going to accelerate your income. This is why I am so passionate about Income Accelerator. It is no other way for you but to increase your income and make your steps to make it consistently those 10K months. That's what I'm focused on. There are 3 stages throughout those 12 weeks together. I'm gonna partner with you and I'm gonna be on your freaking ass, because there is no other way for you to happen but to increase your income and to regulate to your next level of income. And I walk you step by step on how to do that inside of this program. And as I look at my computer, it says 11:11. Thank you, universe, because I know this is super targeted to the right people that is ready to jumpstart. So if that is you, go to themoneymindset.com/income and schedule your 15 minutes, 20 minutes good fit appointment. This program is by application only, because it's just so certain to be for some kind of people. Your energy needs to be in place. You have to have some requirements, and of course you have to feel that I can partner with you to make this happen. I need to be a good fit for you too, so that we can work together and make this happen. So it's by application only. Go to themoneymindset.com/income, save that and book that appointment, 15 minutes. It can be today, it can be tomorrow. Book that appointment. Let's talk and let's start to increase your income since session number 1. All of the details are there. If you have any questions, just talk to me on our call and we go from there. Okay, but before I let you go, do you know that you have a space where your money mindset work is made extra simple so that you can increase your income, better your relationship with money, and grow your business in such a simple and easy way? Go to themoneymindset.com and choose your path and start making those changes easily and effortlessly. That is themoneymindset.com. Ahora sí, wealthy soul, if you love this episode, don't forget to leave a review down below. It will help me to help more wealthy souls to transfer their money mindset.